Welcome, y'all. Welcome back. Happy December, December 1st.
December.
Shout out to all the December babies. Oh, wait a minute. December babies are Sages, right?
Sages, yeah.
Take that shout out back.
Dolly's coming
Shout
up.
out to Dolly.
Happy early birthday to
birthday.
Dolly.
Yes. Today we're going to discuss various topics, including self-love versus love from your partner. We're going to talk about seasonal depression, which I am an expert in. We're going to talk about long-distance relationships, which I am not an expert in. We're going to talk about... Why y'all laughing? We're going to talk about monogamy not being for everybody. And no comment on that. We're also going to talk about Lamar Odom having a sex doll that looks like his ex, Khloe, and how that might be one of the greatest inventions ever. We're also going to talk about Kim Kardashian sitting and promoting a robot. We're going to talk about possibly replacing your significant other with a robot and what benefits that might have. And firstly, before we get to any of that, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. But before we do any of that, I did not introduce my lovely co-host, Mama Les.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back. Wow.
I'm
The energy almost knocked me over, guys. Wow.
I'm on slow motion.
Mama
today.
Les was out all night partying, club hopping, bar hopping, grinding, twerking and all that, drinking.
Definitely drinking, yeah.
Now she came
was a good
today to give us the tired energy,
But I'm here.
the leftover energy. You know what I mean? The coffee ain't working, obviously.
This is like coffee number 4 or something.
Right? But no, Mama Energy always Mama Energy. Psych. Nah. Mama Les always comes with the proper energy. So shout out to her. I am her co-host, Uncle Joe, as always. Yes, yes. Let's get into Thanksgiving real quick. Mama Les, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good. I went to my dad's. We always go to my dad's.
Nice.
But my dad celebrates it early, right? He's not like
What do you
the
mean by
typical.
early daytime?
Yeah, like it's like
2 p.m. dinner?
like 3,
Wow.
4 o'clock, right? So then afterwards we went to my mom's side of the family, like at 7, 8 o'clock.
That's the Wilder side?
That's, yeah. So
Shout
it was
out
a
to
good
Mom.
time. That's like all my cousins
But your
were all
mom's
like
in
close
PR,
in
right?
age. Yeah.
Oh, so she wasn't there. Or was
No,
she?
my mom wasn't. No,
Okay.
my mom wasn't here. But we have, I posted a picture. Those are like, that's not even like
I think I
half
saw
of
that.
my family.
At the table, right?
From my mom's side, yeah. Well, no, not at the table. That was at my dad's. But then there was a
okay.
group picture with not all my cousins, but
Mad
the ones that are
cousins.
here. Oh, tons. And we're all like close in age.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so, and then like the younger generation, they're all close in age.
Nice.
Like, yeah, so it was definitely a good time. Family time is always good.
Absolutely.
But how was yours?
I always promote cousin time. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's very important to bond with your cousins. So I like when my daughter visits and she hangs out with my nieces and they get to kind of do their own thing and create their own memories. I think
Cousins
that's,
are like
super
your
special.
best friends growing up, you know? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to all my cousins. Shout out to all your cousins as
Yes.
well. So let me make it's not a confession, right? But let me make a declaration. For those who are unaware, last Thanksgiving for me was very unpleasant, very emotionally traumatizing, and I spoke about it endlessly to mad people, and I guess that was my way of coping or dealing with the stress that Thanksgiving caused me. And I was brutally honest, and you know, the people that made it unpleasant, I let them know various times, whether wrong or right on my end. So it would be unfair of me to not talk about this Thanksgiving, which was a beautiful Thanksgiving, a great Thanksgiving, amazing Thanksgiving. So shout out to my sister, shout out to my mom, shout out to Nancy, shout out to Mickey, shout out to Brother Chi, everybody that was there, everybody who brought some food, everybody who just had a good time, just contributed. We said a nice prayer, and then afterwards everybody was chilling, they was dancing and having funny conversations and just having a good time, man. So shout out to that. Shout out to Thanksgiving 2024. I got to meet a beautiful baby.
So what was the difference between last year and this year?
The energy was different due to the difference in alcohol consumption. Yeah. So last year, a lot of alcohol was consumed very early in the day.
Got it.
Yeah. So this year there was a little better pacing. And it was just better. It was just nicer because there was no negative energy, no fighting. Everybody was chill. Everybody was happy.
it everybody else, or are you just now in a better space?
No. Everybody seemed to have a good time. Everybody seemed to have fun. Last year, people were crying.
Got it.
People were leaving.
Got it. Okay.
So no, I although I am in a better space as well, I think it was just an overall better holiday, and it was actually beautiful. So I don't want to only talk on shit when it's negative. You know, I got to give props where props are due. The food was banging. Every plate was banging. The next day should taste it even better. And it was just good times, man. Good times. So shout out to that. Shout out to the family. Shout out to everybody. Hopefully everybody had a pleasant Thanksgiving, a good Thanksgiving. I want to give a shout
Dolly.
out.
Dolly was cooking.
Yeah, Dolly was chefing.
I thought I was gonna have a plate of food when I got here, but
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Some empanadas with a slice.
Giving Dolly the side eye right now.
Some empanadas. You know? Next week, it's on record. So y'all are all witnesses. If we don't come with some oily, drippy empanadas, y'all know Dolly's stunning. Anyway, let's get into seasonal depression, which I am doing my best to not allow to be victorious this year. And today's a tough day, man.
Yeah? Why?
Because it's cold as hell outside.
Oh.
And if you can't go outside, you can't get no sun. Although there's not much sun to get anyway, but just fresh air and nature and the movement of your body and the blood flowing.
It's pretty sunny today, though.
It wasn't sunny when I was driving over here.
When I don't know. When coming from my way, it was.
You bring the sun with
sunny.
you, girl.
Ooh, I like that.
So you have to get out. You have to get out the house. That's rule number one. That's the best advice I can give you. Even if it's to run errands, even go to ShopRite, go hang out with your friends, go to dinner, go to lunch.
Something. Go have a coffee in a coffee shop, right,
have
with like a view.
Yeah, go walk around the park. I know it's cold, but bundle up and just walk. Like, you don't have to bust a sweat. You don't have to go jog. Just go outside, breathe some air, and get your body flowing and your energy's flowing and your blood flowing.
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym. Mama Les will meet you there. Don't matter the time or the day.
It does not matter. Hungover and everything.
Hungover.
I was there.
She'll be in there drinking and working out at the same time. That's new shit.
Stop playing.
Nah.
Don't. Guys, don't try that. You might hurt yourself.
Yeah. That was some 90s shit. Cats used to drink, smoke, be in the park doing push-ups, lifting weights, drinking their protein shake, then a 40.
I mean, there's people that smoke before working out.
Well, smoking helps some people focus.
Yeah.
And, I think, I'm no scientist nor doctor, but I think smoking helps with ADHD and as far as focusing on something. So, yeah, I could imagine smoking before working out, but I don't know if I would recommend smoking before lifting weights, only because, I don't know if your muscles are at their full capacity, and I don't want you to make a dumb mistake and drop something on your foot or something.
Yeah, I mean, I know people that smoke before going to work out.
No. I know people that smoke before going to work.
Hey, I mean.
Nah. Why not? Makes you work better. It also makes the job more enjoyable.
No, don't you? When Dolly smokes, she's back there like cracking up and like.
She forgets to press record. No smoking for Dolly, please. Some reasons. Let's discuss some reasons that may cause seasonal depression. Obviously, it's dark at 5 p.m. The sun don't come up till about what, 6 something, 6:30-ish.
Yeah.
About 6:15, 6:30.
Yeah,
so
when I wake up, it's
large
dark.
portion of the day is dark. It's cold. Us Latinos and Latinas, we're not exactly super fans of the cold. You know what I'm saying? because it's dark and because it's cold and because holidays are around, you may not get to hang out with your people as much because people are busy and doing stuff in preparation for Christmas and New Year's and stuff.
I just don't want to go out in the cold.
I hate going out in the cold.
Like, I'm like...
Oh, I'm
woof.
mad anti-cold, bro. I miss fall, man. I miss fall and spring. That shit don't exist no more. It's
summer.
just straight summer and winter. And from one day it becomes the other, and it's just brick and disgusting, and I hate it. But we cannot allow the seasonal depression nor Father Winter to win. We have to combat both. So don't allow yourself to fall into a complacent routine of just work and then home and
get a
time.
hobby.
Yeah,
right?
read a book.
Like, yeah.
Yo, oh my God, reading is so stimulating, and find something you like and read about it, learn about something new.
And I mean, if you don't like to read, right, there's
Audiobooks.
Podcasts.
Hello, subscribe
Touché.
and share. Yeah. YouTube has mad shit you can learn. You can learn how to sew.
I think you can learn
whatever.
anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
So find new shit to do. Find new stuff you like.
Have you learned to do anything from YouTube? And like actually put it to play? Like I've watched videos of certain things, but I've never actually done.
I can't recall, but I'm not against using it. No, actually I did. I learned how to fuck with iMovie a little bit better through YouTube. Not that I didn't know. Well, nobody knows off the rip, right? So I knew the basics of the application from what I had taught myself from just fucking with it. Right. But then YouTube helped like learn how to do some things I couldn't figure out. So yeah, YouTube University, bro. It's a tool at our disposal that is often overlooked and should be used to learn almost anything you can.
Yeah, I think nowadays if you don't learn something that you're interested in, it's because you choose not to. It's not because you don't have access to
you're just a lazy fuck, bro.
Yeah.
You're really not that interested in it, and you really don't want to learn. Because, there's no excuse to not be educated on something in 2024 going on 2025. You can literally learn about anything and almost anybody with Google and other tools. So
and for free.
Yeah. There's some shit you can't learn because they hide in it, but a conversation for another time. Some more things to battle seasonal depression. Go to church, bro. Go to church. Doesn't have to be on a Sunday. Doesn't have to be a specific day. YouTube, my church, Grove Church in particular, they post sermons and stuff on YouTube. So if you can't physically make it to the church, you can stream church. Stop with the excuses, bro. If you want to go to church, go to church. Get your God on. You know.
I feel like you're talking to me because I've been saying that I want to go and I just haven't.
Well, go home today and go to YouTube church, and at least you get something like that. And
I want
to make it to
go
church.
to church.
So go to church. What's the excuse? You went to the gym this morning.
I know.
You ain't go to church.
I know. God, I'm sorry.
Your body's more important than God, huh?
No, I have my body because of God.
We're not talking about me. Because I'm not the one saying that I'm talking about I want to go to church all the time.
I've been saying, like, I want to go. We were supposed to go. What happened?
I went. Y'all flaked.
I go every Sunday.
You went today?
You went today? Oh, online.
Okay, valid. I did not go online today. I should have.
I mean, I could easily do the online. I don't know. But I want to physically go to church.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Attempt to physically go to church because it's a different energy when you're in a room with people who are all there for the same reason and praising the Lord, and that energy travels. But if worse comes to worse and you're unable to make it to church,
then online.
You can stream church. What's that church? Church Alive.
Church Alive,
streams. Grove Church streams. I'm sure 90% of churches are now streaming. So the only thing I don't know if you can make a donation online, but I'm sure you can. Church is gonna get their money no matter what.
Another.
So do that.
Yeah.
Definitely work out, go outside, go for a walk, go to church, read a book, listen to a podcast, watch a good movie, stimulate your mind, not through drugs, although if that's what you choose to do. Someone once told me they can't smoke and read. Like they can't smoke and then sit down and read.
Okay.
And I was like, what? That's just the shit. I smoke and
I
get
don't
into
know,
a
I don't
book.
smoke.
Next thing you know, I feel like I'm in the fucking book. Like I'm a character in that shit. So me personally, I don't mind that. I actually think it enhances my reading experience. But stimulate your mind whatever way you do. Stimulate your body.
Get yourself around people
yeah.
with good energy.
Absolutely.
You know?
Make phone calls too. I think a lot of people have lost the I don't know what's the word. Maybe like the magic of a good phone call with someone you can't physically see because they're far. But reconnect through a phone call and share love, yo. Share love, guys.
Yeah, I mean, don't let social media, right? Like, as much as social media has brought people together, I also feel like
it's isolating.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They say that people who are on social media the most are some of the most isolated people.
Damn. I'm going to deactivate my...
And it sucks, right? Because you figure,
Social
wow, I got
media.
10,000 friends, but I'm alone 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like, it's fake.
Yeah.
It's fake, bro. It's fake friends. Online is not real life, guys.
This is true.
Let's very quickly, speaking of calling someone who is not nearby, let's get into long distance relationships real quick because Mama Les says she has had a change of heart regarding long distance relationships, and I want to hear about it.
So I used to think that long distance relationships were, amor de lejos, amor de pendejo. How do you say that in English?
Faraway love is a love for suckers.
Oh, there you go. Right? Because, I mean, think about it. Your partner, especially like, and I'm talking about long distance, like in another state, right? And not Jersey, New York, right? That's different.
Like flight distance.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Now, I mean, I think that it could work, right? But I think there has to be a plan, right? It can't be like, oh, we're going to be together and I'm going to be in one state, you're going to be another for the entire relationship, right? And I had this conversation not so long ago, and I hope he doesn't mind that I'm sharing his story.
Did you ask him?
Yeah, the conversation actually came up, a friend of mine.
But did you ask him if you could share his story?
No, I didn't. But that's what I'm saying. I hope you don't mind.
But no consent?
But I'm not saying no. Okay. I'm not saying any names.
Get consent,
right?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, and he dated somebody. He lives in another state, right, where you would have to fly to. And he dated somebody for about 2 years. And their initial plan was for her to move down there. But he had to end the relationship because she was scared to make that move.
Okay.
And they waited 2 years. So I kind of was asking him, like, well, how did that work? And he shared, like, it takes a lot of communication.
Yeah, I can imagine
Obviously, you got to think outside the box to get creative, right?
As far as, like,
to keep it
and
spicy.
video
and
dates and shit,
and
phone sex.
I mean,
we
didn't go into all that, but yes, I'm assuming, right? Like, you have to, right? Because she has needs, he has needs, and, you can't always just jump on a flight and go. So I think, for me right now, I don't think that would be a bad thing.
You think it's now a possibility?
Yeah, like, with a plan, right? With, like, okay, within the next year or two, I'm going to be moving, or you're going to be moving. But I get it, how it can be scary to make that move.
The final jump.
Yeah.
Of course. Regardless of relationship status or boyfriend, girlfriend shit, anytime someone has to move, change their location to a new place, whether it's for job or for school or for commitments, yeah, of course that shit is scary, bro. You're relocating your whole life to a new place where you may not know nobody, or you may know one or two people. You don't know the area. You don't know the vibe. You don't know where to go for good shit. You don't know. You might be in a racist town that you never. You know what I mean? Like,
or you might make that move, and then once you guys are in each other's space for more time, it may not. It may not be the same, right?
Curse.
Like, yeah.
People hung out with their partner during COVID.
They were like, yo, I don't even like you.
This person sucks. Why am I with you?
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Right? So you just moved your whole life.
But you have to imagine, right? Like, if you're in a long distance relationship and you're together 2 years and you have an end goal of being together, within that 2 years, you got to spend time together more so than a weekend or something. You should like one of y'all
Right,
should
but
be
listen,
coming over
if
here
you
for
have-
a week. Or
If you have jobs, right? I mean, I hope you have jobs. If there's kids involved, right? That may not be as easy.
well, nothing in a long distance relationship is going to be easy. But in order to make it work, you have to be willing to compromise.
Right,
and
but sometimes you
sacrifice.
can't. Maybe your job, maybe you can't take a week. And think about it. In 2 years, what is a job like? For example, my job, I'll get 4 weeks vacation, right? I can't take the 4 weeks in a row, so I take like one a quarter, right? I'm only going down there, right, to spend like a week with you once a quarter.
And his week
And let's say
in
he
return,
has, so that's 2 weeks a quarter. Is that really enough time? Like,
it's
I
enough
could
time to
see,
gauge if y'all can
right,
live or
but I could
function
see
together.
how you move down there or you, whatever, you make the move and then things are different because now you're actually spending time with this person, like,
Yeah, but I don't think
right? And then you don't
should-
have that time to like miss them, right? Like when you're in a long distance, I would think, I don't know, right? I'm just thinking like you go, you spend time with them, you come back, right? And then you're looking forward to the next time you see them because it might be a month from now that you don't see them.
Yeah.
And then do you lose that, right? When you
see them
pick
every
up
day.
and move and you see them every day, you lose that. Like,
That sounds like
I
some
don't
Uncle
know.
Joe logic, yo.
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Sorry.
I mean, I
Uh,
think it could definitely work.
I think it
I
depends.
think
definitely.
it has to be 2 people. It has to be has to be 2 people
Make it
that.
hot.
Hi, Jess.
Wow.
Yo, why are you turning red, Joe?
No, never that. I'm more so laughing at Dolly making it hot, but
No. What was I saying?
the long distance relationship.
Yeah, so it has to be 2 people that have no problem communicating,
Yes.
right? And are willing and open to having those tough conversations.
Yep.
And like letting your partner know, hey, listen, this is how I'm feeling right now, right? Like, I miss you too much, or like we got to come up with something. We got to spice things up. I have needs, like you have to be able to have those conversations and be open to
Well, I mean,
adjusting.
I think that applies to any relationship, long distance or not.
Correct, but more
for long
so
distance.
in the long distance, right?
The whole trust thing
Yeah,
can
that's
be
tough.
multiplied by a long distance relationship. So you have to really trust that person, and they have to trust you in return.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any benefits to a long distance relationship?
Yeah, actually, I was thinking of that. And at least for me, right, how in the last episode, right, I talked about how I tend to revolve my entire world around somebody when I'm with them. I think, and I could be totally wrong, but in a long distance, that's a little hard to do. I still get to keep kind of like my independence. Which,
Valid.
I mean, I still have to work through that, right? That's not something
Yeah.
like I can't be like, oh, I'm only going to be in a long distance because, I have this codependency.
Yeah.
But I could see how a long distance relationship might be.
It might help you.
Might
work
help
through
me,
that,
yeah.
Little by
Yeah,
little.
yeah. Now, I'm not saying I'm looking for a long distance, but the topic came
I don't
up.
think
and
no one ever is, right? I think they kind of just happen because you connect with someone who doesn't
Happen-
live in your
right,
vicinity.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I don't know if anybody. I mean, maybe like a real piece of shit person would intentionally look for a long distance relationship because they could get their dirt off while their partner's away, and they could actually have like 10 long distance relationships at the
They
same time.
could.
But that would be a foul move. That actually takes us right into our next subject, which is very applicable, which is Neo was recently interviewed and he said monogamy is not for everybody. And I agree with that.
But he has 4.
Girlfriends? Well, good for him. If they're okay with it, that's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's only an issue if society makes it an issue, and who the fuck cares what society
I
thinks?
think it's only an issue if they're not all on the same page,
a
right?
lot of people now are with polygamy and
Yeah.
polygamous relationships.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
I promise you I cannot do that. And I will tell you exactly why. One time I had a homie who had a girlfriend and he was cheating on her. And first of all, I let him know that that's not cool, but it wasn't his wife, so I let him live. You can't cheat on your wife. I can't be cool with you if you cheat on your wife. But if you cheat on your girlfriend, a little different. Anyway, the point is, I told him, or I asked him, do you know how hard it is to satisfy a woman? And y'all women may or may not know, but it's very difficult to satisfy a woman.
Mhm.
When you have multiple partners, you're trying to satisfy multiple
Multiple,
women, and that shit can be exhausting and tiring and age
Right, and
you
not
and
every
stress you.
woman is the same,
And it's
right?
not the same,
so,
of course not. You have to learn
yeah.
all their different little ticks and stuff, and you're gonna wear
is
yourself out, bro.
I didn't think of that.
But if you're built for that, and the ladies are down and they're okay with sister wives, yo,
Neo,
go
the
for it.
R&B singer,
Did you
Neo.
read the article I sent? Because that was the whole point. He
No, I
has
did not
4
read it.
girlfriends.
No,
So
but
that's why
what's the issue with him having 4 girlfriends?
that we're talking about. That's so you could have brought that into the.
I mean, he could have 10 girlfriends if they're all okay with it. Who the fuck cares? It's not.
Like, how
that's
do
not
you
for us
how do
to
you even
judge.
get into that
Someone
though?
Who is experienced with it.
Like, how do you even?
Communication.
I couldn't.
I mean, I can't picture me meeting somebody and then being, I don't know. I've never been asked that, right? Like, oh,
They'll be like, hey,
Like,
I got a
hey.
girlfriend, and she's okay with me having multiple girlfriends. You want to join the tribe?
fuck no. Absolutely not.
Well,
But-
later then, let me go find the next one, because it's that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Is it? I don't know. I would be scared to ask someone that.
To ask someone what?
Like, if I was open, right? I was in an open relationship. I feel like I would be scared to ask someone that, like,
join?
I met. Yeah, like, oh, you know, my
Well,
boyfriend's okay with it,
you ever
so
heard
I
the
want you to be
saying,
my boyfriend too. Like, I don't know.
You ever heard the saying, closed mouths don't get fed?
Yeah,
There it is.
you're right.
Yeah, you got to speak up and get what you want. If
That's
it's
not what I want.
multiple partners, so be it. Again, so long as you're doing it correctly, communicating with all of them,
Right.
everyone is aware of each other, everyone's okay with it. There's no going behind the back, there's no cheating, you know, it's all honest. And I have no issue with it, bro.
But, like,
I'm
does
not
one
probably
get
not
more
with it.
time than the other?
That's all dependent on the individual relationship, I'm sure. That's all subjective, you know. I don't know, because I personally, nah,
Yeah, I can't.
not my vibe.
Absolutely
But
not.
to those whose vibe it is, fucking rock on, because it looks like you're having a blast.
I can't. I wish
What?
it was though.
Why?
Right? I don't know, cause I date multiple people, right? Like I
That's
feel
kind of
like
gross.
it doesn't mean you have to be having sex with all of them. Just dating people, no?
You are, you're emotionally cheating. Well, not if everybody's okay with it. Not if everybody's down. But if
It's not cheating if everybody
yeah,
knows.
if-
It's not cheating.
But I don't know. I don't know. Rock on. If you can do it.
No, I can't. Hell no. You fucking me? Me? Hell no. I don't even want
You
my
never
freaking
know.
man breathing next to some other woman, let alone
Yeah,
fucking.
you're
I
a
know.
Scorpion for real,
Yeah,
for real.
for real. Very possessive.
Some guys like that. Some guys, well, I prefer protective to possessive, right?
I guess.
Possessive is like almost has a negative connotation to
Yeah,
it.
and no,
whereas
it's just like,
protective
what's
is just
mine
like, I
is
just wanna
mine. Like
take
my
care of
my
what is.
what's what like my kids, my family, my friends, like everybody just.
Protective.
I guess, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's could be a
But
little possessive.
When there's a scorpion, it's possession. Shout out to all the scorpions though. Yeah, y'all. I want to hear from the listeners though. What y'all think about monogamy? Who out there is in a polyamorous relationship? What advice can you give anyone interested in exploring polygamy and that kind of lifestyle? Is anybody down with it? Is anybody against it? If you're against it, why are you?
Do they have like dating apps for that? I would assume so, right?
I'm not an expert on dating apps, so I wouldn't know. But I mean, they have a
would think so,
dating app
right?
for everything.
Yeah.
They have a don't they have a dating app for Christian Mingle?
Yeah, they do.
And I think they have a dating app for Amish.
Oh.
Which is weird because how the fuck you Amish on a dating app when you're not supposed to fuck with technology? But whatever works. Yeah, I'm willing to bet they have a dating app for any and all people, fetishes,
Yeah.
wants. But I'm still not dating app style.
No, you just use Instagram and TikTok as your dating app.
I don't use Instagram or TikTok as anything other than a means to meet people and experience life. If it just so happens to lead to a dating situation, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But the actual dating app is, I don't know.
It's still to meet people.
Yeah, but dating apps seem like, for men, I'm not talking about for women, because y'all are a whole different thing. But it's like kind of thirsty.
No, you're getting to know people. It's just like you get to know people on Instagram. You're getting to know people.
Sure. I can't speak on it because I'm not on them, nor am I on them interacting with men. But if that's the case, sure. But I think dudes on dating apps seem
We're
a
going to
little
create
thirsty.
a profile. Hey! What happened to, what, Portugal? Is it Portugal? No, where'd she go?
Everything is good.
Yeah? Okay.
Everything is going well. So shout out to that.
I'm impressed. That's what, 2 weeks?
Yeah. Wow. That's all it takes to impress you? Wow.
I mean, for you?
That says a lot
For
about me,
you?
right? Holy cow. And that's actually sad because I'm actually a lover boy and I just have mad love to give.
That's why it's like 2
You know what I'm
weeks,
saying?
on to the next.
Well, it shouldn't be
So
that way.
it shouldn't. No,
be
you're
that-
right.
I'm not polygamous. I'm trying to be monogamous. But the universe will work in my
He
favor.
says it's nasty, but messing around with a bunch of different people is the same thing.
Who messes around with a bunch of different people?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm sure you've done that.
You're assuming.
Joe.
I think you
At the same time,
You've never.
I'm not going to admit to that on camera. If I did, I wouldn't admit to it.
Just messing around.
So Lamar Odom recently came out admitting to we've all made mistakes. in our life.
Oh, shit.
Lamar Odom recently came out admitting to having a sex doll that looks exactly like his ex, Khloe Kardashian.
That's creepy.
Is that creepy? Why?
Yes, it's creepy just like when you see a guy or a girl, right, that their new person looks just like their ex.
Well, they might just have a type.
No, but there's some, it's different when you have a type, right? But there's
Your
some
type
that are
is
like,
beard, muscle, and tattoos. If I get 10 niggas here right now with beard, muscle,
not
and
gonna
tattoos,
look alike.
they probably are gonna look alike.
no, they're not. You got tall ones, light skin ones, dark skin ones, tattoos, maybe just on the legs. You got like,
No. They'll look
some have
somewhat
white beard, some
different,
have
but
dark
they'll,
beard.
they'll all be
No,
along
but there's
the same
some
way.
people, right, that it's like, shit, like that really looks like his ex
No, that's crazy.
or
But
her ex.
could it be, let's say Lamar Odom liked Khloe Kardashian's physique and her looks. But, and this is all assumptions, I don't know Lamar Odom, nor do I know Khloe Kardashian. Let's say Lamar Odom liked
You know,
everything
I
physical.
talk to them all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, tell, what's the Stormy's mom?
Kylie,
Kylie?
right? Kylie, the one with the makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her I said hello.
No, I will. I'll just tell her right now.
I forgot what the fuck I was saying now because I just thought of Kylie.
About him having a type. Like
Lamar
that he
Odom.
feels-
Oh, so maybe he liked everything physically about Khloe. Face, lips, hair, body, ass, everything. But maybe he just didn't like her as a person. You know what I'm saying? So a doll might be good for him. Also, Lamar Odom's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that. Lamar Odom has been portrayed as crazy by the media, so a lot of people think he's crazy. And that would fall right into that narrative. But what's the difference between having a sex doll that looks like your ex and masturbating to old pictures and videos of your ex? I think it's the same shit. At least the sex doll is interactive.
Why?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Not saying that
I
I
don't-
own a sex doll.
I
Not
don't
saying I
know.
wouldn't own a sex doll. Who knows? But I don't know. Maybe it's beneficial in that it eliminates all the negatives that someone may see in a person.
He says it's like
Yeah, but like, what kind of therapy?
Maybe
like,
he talks to her. Maybe he admits to her all the feelings he couldn't tell Khloe in her face because maybe she would have a negative reaction to it. So maybe he's using it to cleanse his soul.
And then he fucks the shit out of it.
I don't know. Maybe he don't. What if he's never fucked it and he just uses it to talk to and to use it as therapy, as Dolly stated? I don't know. I can see the benefits of it. I can see how someone would think it's weird.
Maybe I was just thinking of him just having sex with it. I wasn't.
Well, it's called a sex doll, so
yeah,
I get
I'm
that,
like,
right? But,
I wasn't thinking of all the other aspects, the possibilities.
Would you let a dude mold your body?
Yeah, why not?
Well, yeah. No, that's cool. And then y'all break up though.
Enjoy.
He just gets to keep the mold forever.
Enjoy.
I was once propositioned to be molded.
Really?
Yeah. And then I thought like, damn, what if I die? She gonna have the only mold. Like she gonna have the artifact, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
What is she gonna fucking sell that shit?
I mean, who knows? I won't be around, so I don't fucking know. But the point being that she would be the only one. And then I was like, damn,
one.
does she...
Does she
Is
deserve
she deserving to be the only one to have that mold?
Joe.
You know what I'm saying? Like if one person's gonna have the mold only, maybe it should be someone else.
Got it.
But
Okay.
it never happened. So no mold exists.
That's interesting.
Yes. To stay on that same kind of topic, right? And kind of stay in the same family, Kim Kardashian was recently spotted, and I don't know if it was an ad or promotional, but she was holding hands with I think it's a Tesla robot, and she was sitting on his lap. So Dolly presented to us the question, would you be down to replace your boyfriend or girlfriend with a robot? Now, a robot's different from a sex doll.
Yeah.
A robot's like, depending
they
on
talk
the
to
robot,
you,
it should be
right?
learning you
Yeah.
and your likes and dislikes and your thoughts process.
I think I would be okay with dating a robot.
That's weird.
If he's learning me, learning my emotions, what I like, what I don't like, you program him to be a perfect, faithful.
You gonna put a beard on him? A little
Sure.
sticky beard, or fucking, and some
Sure.
tattoos and shit.
Sure.
So according
Some
to
muscles, right? Like,
yeah, right. I mean, if I get a robot, she gotta have a fat ass. I'm not gonna get a little flat ass robot. Fuck it. If you're gonna get a robot, get what you like. So some possible benefits as suggested by our submitter were with a robot boyfriend or girlfriend, you should have no stress. There should be no
Right.
nagging. They ain't gonna have no babies, and there should be no cheating. And then there's one more, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. No babies.
no babies, okay.
Cool. I mean, not so much for the men, but does the female robot have like a cleaning system? Like if I bust in it, does it clean itself out? Does it
It
get the
flushes.
holes? Yeah, like it's not just gonna be nasty old bust in there, and then I'm trying to bust again, and it's crunchy and shit, right? I don't know. These are fair questions I'm asking before I make a purchase. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe you gotta clean it, but you gotta use some special solution, right? So it doesn't like rust, right? Because it's metal.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I would think.
No, because it's a robot.
But they'll have, you know, like they'll be programmed to like moan and stuff, right? Doesn't that turn a guy on, right? Like
Absolutely,
when girls.
yes.
Okay.
But, guys moaning? Girls love that shit. Girls love to hear a man moan. It gives them a sense of power.
I
and
was
or
just gonna
control.
say that. I'm like, yo, that shit makes you feel
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta, fellas, don't be afraid to moan, bro. Don't be afraid to
I mean,
vocally show your
But
pleasure.
don't make it like a ugly moan that the girl's like, what the fuck?
Well, you're be like, oh. Yeah, make it. I mean, I don't know what a sexy male
yeah, and don't
moan
be like
is.
louder than the girl either, right? Like she's supposed to be the loud one.
I
It's
had
gotta
a-
be
I
like
had a homie.
like still like a manly
Like a
moan,
manly-
but like like it lets out like that, like shit
that
feels
animalistic.
good, like that. Yeah, like I don't know, but that
You
definitely.
never made a man moan?
Yeah,
So you
I
do
love that
know.
shit. Yeah, but I don't know how to like imitate it. Like,
No, of course not.
you know.
It's natural. It has to be natural, I should say. I had a homie tell me one time that when he eats pussy, he makes more noise than the girl.
Hey, he's
I ain't
enjoying
mad at it.
okay.
He's
Have
munching,
fun.
munching.
Yeah, slurp it up. Just treat that shit like a fucking ice cream sundae and you a 2-year-old. I don't give a shit. Have fun. It rocks. But yeah, ladies love to hear men moan, and men love to hear or see women react to whatever they're doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, for example, if a man is giving you head, he's going to look up.
He's
He
go-
wants to see your face.
Yep.
Often overlooked, especially in pornos, is the importance of a fuck face, bro. Like, we want to see your face. We want to see your facial reactions to what we're doing.
Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror?
While fucking?
No, but just if you go on the phone like this and act like you're on top, you'll see your face.
To see, like, you know, like, so that
Oh, that
you
has to
can
be a
see
girl
what
thing,
you
right?
look like. No, for example, if you put your phone right here, right, and let's say the girl's on top, that you can now see yourself.
What the
This
fuck
is what I
wanna
look
see my
like.
face for while I'm fucking? I'm trying to see that ass.
Make it look
You
pretty.
can see what you look like.
You can see what your
No, I
partner
don't care what
is
I look
seeing.
like.
Not at the moment.
Yeah. Shit. If I'm
Yeah,
looking
no, not at
crazy,
the
you should
moment,
probably
but-
tell me. But no,
Oh shit, no, I never even thought of that.
How about recording yourself?
that's the shit.
I don't have a problem with, like, if I'm in a relationship with someone,
Yeah.
I have no problem with
I'm
that.
in a relationship.
Yeah. I think we talked about that a while ago, and then we said, why? What'd you say?
What?
Sitting against this.
I said, yes, only in a relationship.
Well, for me, I think we talked about that at
We
one
did
point,
talk
right?
about
And
it,
we
yes.
said, do you
Keep
allow
it.
them to keep
Keep
it
it,
or
yeah.
whatever? Yeah.
Yes. No cheating. What if your robot cheats on you? Y'all ever seen the movie
What
Her?
the fuck is your robot gonna cheat on
You ever seen the movie
with?
Her? Her is about a dude. I think it's Jaquan Phoenix, the guy that plays Joker. Anyway, he falls in love with Siri,
I haven't seen it, but I heard of
and
it.
he falls in love with her, and he's talking to her every day, and he thinks she's only talking to him. And at the end of the movie, she tells him like, "Yeah, nigga, I talk to 600 other men every day," and he's heartbroken. Like it fucks him up. So what if your robot is cheating on you? Maybe not physically, but what if they're like online talking to other robots or other chicks? So I don't know. You could probably program them not to do that, right?
I would
That
think
I
so.
would
Like
assume
that's
that.
that's
But
why
also,
I
what
said
if-
I said earlier. I'm like, oh, program.
What if you got the
Faithful
fucking,
man or-
you know what I mean? The piece of shit robot, and this nigga find a
lemon.
way.
You got the
Yeah,
lemon.
he
Uh,
hacks himself into Tinder or something.
Then there's no hope.
AI.
There is no hope.
Wow. No
If-
hope.
Listen, if a robot cheats on you that you program to be faithful, there is no fucking hope.
Yeah.
Maybe there's no hope in you.
Yeah,
That's it.
maybe. Yeah,
Don't
I'm
blame
done.
the robot.
I'm done. I
Don't
didn't
blame the
blame
robot.
anybody. I just said there's no hope.
You might as well give up.
Don't blame the robot.
There's
The
no
robot
hope.
is
You might
trying to
have a
save his
hope.
life.
He should have leaves.
Yeah, then I'd be like, I'm the issue. Yeah.
Then you just gotta go be a nun or something.
14-year-old who was chatting with an AI bot, fell in love with it, and killed himself because the AI bot told him to.
You know what? Yeah, I
I think I read
didn't
about
read
that.
into
I
it,
read-
but
the
like
AI
that-
bot didn't say to kill himself.
Come back home.
The AI bot said something like, "I'll be waiting for you to come back home or come back home or something," and he
Can you
took it as
imagine,
killing
As, like-
himself.
falling in love with this AI bot.
Yo, I don't mean to be a dick, but natural selection, bro. Dumb, weak people gotta die. Everybody can't live, bro.
Joe, he's
Everybody can live.
14.
Wrong with you?
And he don't have common sense to
14
not listen
years
to.
old?
14 years old. Is he an idiot? Come on, bro. Y'all be
Needed
too
attention
soft.
that he wasn't
Yeah, so he
Alright,
wasn't getting at
alright.
home. Like, we don't know
Yo,
his
you
story.
can survive without attention, bro. Everybody don't need attention to live. Like,
A 14-year-old needs attention.
I'm not gonna argue with two moms because obviously y'all have a different perception. But if you kill yourself because of something on the internet or the computer tells you, something was wrong with you to begin with. It wasn't the computer's fault. Like Tyler said, cyberbullying is not even a real thing, bro. Close the laptop and go on about your life. Like, fuck out of here. Stop being weak, bro.
That is true.
But condolences to him and his family. Back to the robot. I saw that. Back to the robot. No nagging and no stress. That's fair, right? If your robot starts nagging, God damn.
Yeah, but it's just like
Imagine it tells you, like, you need to lose weight.
How honest do you want your robot to be?
or like, yo, let me breathe, Leslie. Give me space.
I see why them niggas are like.
For real, like shit.
Going into a robot shop,
Oh
like,
my God.
go with app.
Yo,
I'm done with
shit.
this shit.
you think?
This bitch crazy.
You think? If you buy a robot, can you abuse the robot?
No, but you could customize
Abuse?
Yeah.
Like,
Like beat them
Physically?
up. Yeah.
I think you're gonna hurt yourself. Isn't it metal?
I don't know. No, I'm wondering, would the robot have like some type of like?
Does it come with like skin on
System.
top or like some type of like?
Not the ones I
Is-
saw.
I mean, I would think that you could put that though, right?
Um,
Like some type of like,
Get electrocuted if you try to hit it.
right? Because
No,
you
I'm
gotta make it
wondering
as
what kind of
realistic as
defense they might have.
possible.
Well, the
No, the one with Kim Kardashian
the
was
Tesla
just straight.
robot's
Yeah,
just a
no.
robot.
But I'm saying if that's gonna be your man, like if they're or your woman, right? You try to make it as realistic as possible. I would think you can put like some type of
I would customize
like
the
rubber to be like
penis and
skin
everything, like,
type, right? Like
I assume. I don't know how far the technology is.
the penis. You can't
customize.
Well,
jump
when
on
you're
that
ordering it, I
metal-
figure you have to, right?
I
Because
would.
I said if I want a robot, I want a fat butt. So in the ordering
Yeah.
process, I'm gonna be like, add the fat booty package.
Yeah.
So y'all would be like, add the
Right,
fucking
way
horse
over
dick
here.
package or whatever the fuck y'all want. I don't know.
We're really thinking about.
I'm like,
Y'all thinking about it. So Dolly said something, right? She would customize the penis, right? And people think that or with the robot he'd always be hard.
yes, she
Right?
did say that.
So this actually leads to an interesting discussion, right? Because I don't know if women know that men don't just always get hard. Like we also need to be stimulated and we also need to feel the vibe and the energy, right? So if your girl is nagging you for 20 hours a day and then at the end of the night she want to fuck and your shit don't get hard, it's not your fault. Speaking
Right,
for
it's-
men
well,
now.
It's the same as women, right? Like if
Right.
if
Women-
you're cheating on us and not protecting us emotionally, and then at the end of the night you want to fuck,
It's not going to work.
and we don't get wet.
Right, but I think more people understand the women aspect and downplay the men aspect, and instead of trying to figure out why a dude didn't perform up to standard, he's ridiculed for it, right?
Yeah.
I had
can see
a homie.
There's also sicknesses too, you know, like
Yeah.
that you can't control.
Well, there's
Right, like erectile dysfunction,
yeah,
right?
there's mad
Age.
different reasons why
Age, yeah.
ED would occur, but it's not.
Our robot would not suffer from that.
This is true.
I agree with y'all. I'm looking.
Or like you
beyond
could put it
that
on a
point.
timer, right? Like it won't always be hard because you can't walk outside with him
He's not
being all
gonna be
hard all the
friends
time.
You gonna have your robot
You
woman
know?
outside? Oh yeah, I guess right to do errands and shit.
I mean, if that's my man,
I think Kim's
we're gonna do things together, no?
Y'all gonna go fucking hike together and frolic in the
I'm
park
thinking-
holding hands?
skydive.
Oh my God, yo, Mama Les.
But what's the point then? Just
no,
to
I
have
don't
a
know.
robot at home? What the
Marry
fuck?
a freaking robot.
I don't know. I guess. Damn. I guess if it's realistic looking.
I mean, if it's to replace my man,
you won't be embarrassed.
I'm pretty sure I won't be the only one. It's gonna be a thing.
Okay, so I read recently a statement that I think is very important, and it read, "It's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed."
And it's obvious.
Well, yeah.
Right?
I mean, I think in the beginning,
No.
it's a little weird.
I think that applies to anything, right? So let's say you go outside and you fall down right now. It would only be embarrassing if you're embarrassed.
Right.
If you get up and keep it moving, who the fuck cares, right? So if you have a robot man and you take your robot man outside and you don't give a fuck,
mean, he
who
treats
cares
me
what
good.
anybody else thinks?
He doesn't cheat.
Yeah.
If I need him
he
to
won't
get
you
hard,
pregnant.
he gets. I won't get pregnant
Yeah, he gets hard with the press of
with
a
a press
button.
of a button.
You hear the shit getting hard. Maximum erection complete. Yeah, he won't stress you out. He'll clean you
Yeah.
up after. He'll make you a sandwich.
He cleans, he cooks, he.
Yeah, that's what's up. If I get a robot, I'm not. I can't get the Latin robot. I gotta get the white girl robot, cause the Latin robots probably be too spicy and shit. Probably have an attitude and shit.
No, you gotta make it a little realistic.
No, fuck that. If you paying for a fantasy, I want no realism other than appearance. I don't want her to be snapping back and talking shit.
You love that shit.
He's gonna be.
Spicy Latino?
Yes.
Of course I do,
He's
bro.
gonna have a robot wearing a bata.
You
gonna
can't
have
have
mad
a white
batas. You kidding?
robot.
Why not?
You'll be bored.
I've never had a robot. Maybe the white robot will be exactly what I need. She'll be submissive and fucking supportive. The fucking Spanish robot probably gonna stab me in the middle of the night and talk shit.
You know, it's funny. I have family members that like will not date Latinas.
I don't blame them. And
Yeah,
this is
'cause they're
coming
like-
from a person that loves Latinas, but I don't blame
They
them. bro.
they date, you know, white women. They're like a white woman's like level 10 is like a Latina's level 1.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. And white women are way more accepting of cheating. They'll forgive you and keep it moving. Latinas might too, but then they're gonna cheat back, and it turns into an ugly cycle, bro. Yeah. I had to go back. I had a homie who had a wifey, and they went through a lot of stress, and he eventually had problems getting hard for his girl. And she used to make fun of him from what he tells me. You know what I'm saying?
that's not nice.
Yeah. He tells me she used to call him struggle dick. And I'm like, wow, that's
That's not nice. I didn't
mad
mean to laugh.
offensive.
I'm like, I didn't mean to laugh.
And
That's
he,
not nice.
he found out she
Yeah,
was
that's-
even like in the group chat with it.
Aw, no, that's
Yeah.
not cool. Like,
So
I mean, why would
he
you-
eventually broke
why
up with
would
her.
you not want your man, like, what is it, demasculate your man or emasculate your man?
Well,
What's
I
the
think
word?
they were to the point in the relationship that it didn't matter to her. I don't think she cared.
Aw.
Yeah, and
That's not-
and I don't
that's
think
not cool.
that bothered him, but I think he was beyond caring for her too, and they broke up shortly after. And he's doing way better now. But that goes to show, like,
Yeah, but that's not cute because it may
of
be a
course
sickness
it's
and you
not,
can't control
but
it. I feel you.
that goes back to the point that men are more often ridiculed
Yeah.
than
And it's
understood,
not
and
fair.
and
Yeah.
it's so,
It sucks for
especially if
men
it's their
a lot
partner.
more than women, 'cause
Of
you guys have to
course.
go through it and you can't control it.
Of
Right.
We
course.
are always gonna be wet. We're always gonna have.
And
No,
if
and if not,
there's
there's
some fucking
things.
lube.
Yeah, there's things that you can
Feel bad for men.
Yeah.
that you can do. Yeah.
And then it's fucked up because if it happens once, the next
older you
time you
get,
think about it,
The worse it gets.
and then it
Yeah.
may lead to it happening again.
And also with the aging, you know, like
Of course.
the older you get, it's like
Aging,
with
if you
women, it's
smoke,
different.
if you don't work out, if you watch too much porn, like there's mad
Yeah.
reasons that ED could be developed. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks if your partner is one of those reasons that it's developing, and it double sucks if your partner then makes fun of you for it, acting like it ain't her fucking fault that your shit ain't popping like it was once popping. Because if you go hit the block and find rando, it's probably gonna jump off. You
All
know
right,
what
but
I'm
what's
saying?
the reason she's nagging? Maybe you're doing shit that she's nagging. So let's not,
No. Fair. I'm not
Okay.
saying that it's not deserved. You know, it goes both ways. I'm not blaming
Okay.
the
Well,
woman.
that just sounded like you were
guys.
blaming the
No,
women.
I'm blaming the woman
because
for
you
not,
can't get it up.
I'm blaming the woman for not helping.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. It's all subjective to each relationship, right? I'm just saying.
Right.
If your man has an issue, be more supportive and
No,
try to
I
figure
agree
out
with
what
that.
caused the issue
agree with
instead
that.
of ridiculing him or looking for another one
No.
or getting yourself a robot. That's all I'm saying. If you really love your man, work together.
I mean, listen, getting the robot, I'm not totally against that.
Would y'all polygamy with a robot?
I'm not polygamy with nobody. Polygaming with nobody. I'm possessive of this damn robot
But if you have
too.
a man, right? If you have a man, can you then have also a robot?
Is my man okay with me having
He's
a
okay
robot?
with it, yeah. How about 2 robots? Y'all each get a robot. Now y'all having a foursome.
Me and 2 robots would be like, oh.
But what if you fall in love with this robot?
What if you fall in love with the robot? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the.
Can't
Well, if y'all
I
all.
think you can if the person learns, if
But
the
if y'all
robot
all in
learns
a-
you and you, that's why I took that back. If the robot learns you and you guys are having emotional conversations and stuff.
But if y'all all in a relationship, it's okay to fall in love with the robot because it's y'all 4. Y'all
No,
in a
then no,
polygamous
no,
relationship.
no. What's mine is mine.
You can
no,
only love one person at a time?
yes,
Okay, that's fair.
yes.
Do you think that applies to everybody?
No, of course not.
Okay, just asking.
Of course not.
Damn. So shout out to the robots, bro. I imagine they're like expensive.
$30,000.
I don't. Yeah, that's pretty expensive for a robot. For
You
a
could
companion.
afterpay it.
You could afterpay
Klarna.
that shit?
Yeah,
Oh,
Klarna.
I'm about to get one then.
Klarna.
$20 a month. And if that bitch act up, I'm sending it back. Oh, you get the fucked up robot from Temu.
That's the one that's gonna fucking cheat and fucking.
I just show up with silver paint on me and shit like, yeah, I'm your robot. What's good? Where it at? What you want? Nah. Fuck it. I gotta wash your dishes, bitch. Nah, send me back.
Ladies, if you're interested in our Temu robots over here, please call 555-5555.
Just know what you're getting. I don't do dishes. I don't wash clothes. I don't want to listen to your shit. You fucking had a bad day, whatever.
You're like, yo, I don't care.
Nah, fuck out of here.
So what do? You just sit there?
I just love you in my own way. Joe love.
That's that toxic shit.
Ladies love the toxic shit, bro.
I can't argue with that.
Toxic twins unite.
Toxic twins. Yo, you rubbed off on me. I think I am.
I did.
Yo, he sends me
In the
this
worst
this
ways.
thing, and I was like, oh my god, that's me. What was it, Little Miss?
Oh, Little Miss, I want a relationship, but I want to be alone.
But I
want to
be alone all the time. I gotta read. Hold on, I gotta read that because I was like, yo, that's
Oh, I think
me.
it said, Little Miss, I found Mr. 95% and I dumped him. Some shit.
Look, it goes. Hold on. Little Miss wants a relationship but likes being single, is dating to marry but goes after emotionally unavailable men, is extremely picky yet still manages to pick the wrong one. I was like, that's me!
Ding, ding, ding. Mama leg.
I am Little Miss. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Don't
cry.
cry. Don't cry. Love will find you. I think
I'm not looking for it.
that's the best thing. The less you look for it, the more likely it is that it will find you and it'll be the right love. And the universe is going to send you the right love,
I'm
mama.
just
love.
loving on myself. That's it.
He's going to be bearded and tattooed and six-packed out and fucking 11-inch long. And he's going to love you and take care of you and rub your hair.
Oh,
Goddamn.
listen. From your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, just be patient, you know? And that goes for all the ladies out there. I had an interaction with a young lady recently where she said she was actually upset because a guy had like stood her up or ghosted her or something. And, you know, I just had to reassure her that the guy was probably a piece of shit, girl. And, you know, if you're a good woman and a good person, and you just got to be patient and let the universe find the love that fits you, and then it'll send it to you, and then don't fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't give up.
Right.
Don't give
If
up
you're
on
praying
love.
for something, right, also pray for like the wisdom and stuff to be able to keep it,
Absolutely.
right? Because
Absolutely.
you only get the right person if you're, you know, I mean, some people say, right, you get multiple partners in
Well, I
life.
learned in
but
Goodfellas, you only get 3 good women in your life.
yes, that you did share that. So,
Hopefully, I didn't run through all 3 already. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I need to re-up. I need 3 more.
just get a robot. I think it's good. I think it's a win-win.
I'm not paying 30 racks for a robot.
Think about it. In the lifetime of a relationship with a girl, you spend more than 30, right? This robot, you spend 30 up front, and you're good. You maybe have to oil change every now and then.
If you,
But it'll be cheaper.
if
You don't have to feed them.
if you apply that logic, then prostitution is better than dating. Right? Because if you go on a date, you're going to waste $200, and you're not guaranteed nothing. If you get a prostitute, if you waste $200, you know what you're going to get, and she's
Yeah.
going to leave when it's over.
Okay.
So if you apply that logic, that's a fucked up logic, because you're never going to find love.
We're
You're
not
just
talking
going
about
to...
prostitution. We're talking about a robot that you can love, and they can love you because
Can I
you can
then-
program it to love you.
Can I pimp her?
You could open up a
I mean, listen, if that works for you.
She's going to make some money.
It's gonna make
Robot booty for
OnlyFans,
sale.
yes.
Coming soon
An OnlyFans
for me and my robot.
for you and your robot. We're gonna make this work.
guys, we're gonna
Next
open up a
episode,
page.
I'll have a link for y'all. Me and Rosie the robot gonna get real freaky dicky.
Rosie.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Puerto Rican name.
I could have
Is she
used the
Puerto
name I
Rican?
wanted, you know what I'm saying? Because I might get stabbed over here, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I was just playing. And on that note, we out of here. Before I get cut up on camera. Y'all ever seen a murder on cam?